I have a credit card, give me money, give me money. Yeah, right. I'm not a fan of cheesy videos, and I'll be honest, if anyone on the internet is telling you that you can use your credit card to go get some cash, that's not true. Credit card is a borrowing tool. It on itself only lets you borrow money from someone. What you do with those money, that's a completely different story. So that is what we are going to talk about. You probably already have a bank account, so you know how it works. You have a cash account where you keep your money, and also you have a credit account. And the trick here is how to use your credit card so you can borrow money without paying any interest, put it somewhere, and earn interest on it. You'll have to repay that debt back, but the interest you owned you can keep. And that's what we're going to focus on. So in this video we have two parts. One is about the credit cards, how to set them up so that you don't pay any interest and get as much money as possible. And the second one is how to use that money to get some income. Quick disclaimer here, if your total debt on credit cards is more than your total savings, it means that your financial situation isn't that great and you need to repay your credit cards first. And the second one, I'm not a financial advisor, so what you're doing to your own risk. So now that we covered that, let's focus on how you can use your credit cards. So each time you're making regular purchases like groceries, utilities, gas, and you're using your credit card, you're going into debt. At some point, you will start paying interest on that debt. And what we want to do is avoid that interest. So each credit card, it has an interest-free period. And the way it works is every month, bank is looking into your past transactions that are close to that interest-free period and packages them up into the statement. So then, if you pay that statement, just the oldest transactions, not all of them, just the oldest, if you pay that, then you will not pay your interest. And you can continue doing that every month, effectively repaying just the oldest transactions, while the newest remain on your card. By repaying your oldest transactions, you can avoid interests on your credit card altogether. So in order to do that, talk to your bank and ask them to set up your monthly repayments to the full closing balance. That way, your oldest transactions will be automatically repaid every month and you will not pay interest on them. Now the second part, we would like to avoid annual fees. So by just holding a credit card, you have to pay your annual fees, but there are some cards that don't have that fee. So when setting up a card, make sure to choose one without fees altogether. And the third one, when we are talking about this interest-free period, you want it to be as long as possible. This way, your transactions, your debt, can stay on the credit card for a longer period, meaning that you will in general be able to borrow more money, which is good for us. Generally speaking, this interest-free period is about 30 to 60 days, but there are some variations, so look for the longer one. Just a quick recap, so for credit cards, look for no annual fees, very long interest-free period, and set up your monthly repayments to full closing balance. So if you do just that, you will already significantly improve your financial situation. So now let's look at what we can do with that extra cash. You can try and be very creative with it, but right now I'm just pointing out three simplest strategies, and the purpose of them is more to show you the approach. And then you can adapt, find other ways to earn money on your extra cash. So this is up to you. So the first idea, the most simple, is put your money on the deposit. So you're putting money back to your bank on a term deposit, and they're effectively paying you interest every month. These days, because of the market, interest is rather small, it's around 1%. The point here is just to show you the idea that this concept works, but it is still better than zero if you were to just use your cash directly. A second better option is in case if you have mortgage. So you can keep extra cash on your transactional account if this account is linked to your mortgage and used as an offset. You will pay less interest on your mortgage. Yes, in that case, money will not go back to you as interest, but you will be saving on your mortgage and repay it faster. Now, the third option is to invest your money into something. And here I'm talking about something like stocks, mutual funds, and all that. It sounds complex, but it can be dealt very easily. So when you're talking to your bank asking for a new credit card, you can also ask them for an investment account. And the way it works, it will appear as an additional account in your online banking. When you check your balance, you can see your savings, you can see your credit card, and you will see an additional account which is investment. And you can move your saved money from your cash account to investment and then choose where to invest. And when the account is created, the process is very simple. It's almost like buying things on eBay. You just log in, you choose what you want to buy, and you just click to buy. And that's it. The system will do everything automatically. The more difficult question, what exactly to buy? The simplest way would be to buy a mutual fund. So when you do that, you will effectively own a small portion of a large number of stocks. So if one of them goes bad, it won't affect you because on average, they're still generally performing well. So over the years, average return is about 8%. So effectively, it means that on your savings, you can get 8% annual return. Now, it's not always guaranteed. Sometimes it goes low, sometimes it goes higher, but in general, over the years, it still goes up. Okay, so these were my 3 simple options how to use that extra cash. And when you use your credit cards and combine this with easy investment options, you can a little bit improve your financial situation. That's it from me for today, and if you like the video, please like, subscribe, or tell me if you agree or disagree with what I'm saying. Now there is bonus tip, which is bonus points. So when you're using the credit cards, it's not just extra cash that you can save, it's also bonus points that these cards are providing. They should not be your main priority, but it is a nice addition to overall scheme that we discussed here. And these bonus points, they allow you to get some presents, maybe get a discount, sometimes on the plane tickets. So research those programs. There are lots of videos explaining them. It is not my priority to explain this in this video, but it's a nice addition to overall scheme.